Hey guys, it's Postbox Pat, welcome back to a brand new video, and Chapter 3 of Fortnite has officially been confirmed according to the leakers and what they've found in the files. Now, we could be being tricked, but I don't think we are. I generally do think that it is going to be Chapter 3 in the next season. So, we're going to be talking about everything to expect in Chapter 3 and the leaks regarding it so far. Nothing is confirmed here, they're 100%, it's probably 99%, and nothing is really too much of a spoiler. So, let's get into this and first start off with the first tweet which popped out, which actually detailed some really cool stuff, and it was this here. So, the Chapter 2 final or finale, and you can see here, and this is going to be locked, loaded and ready for the final showdown, where it looks like we're going to be battling the queen on top of her pyramid for the event this season. Then the season will end after this crazy event, which looks crazy. We'll talk about more about the event in a sec. And then eventually, once that ends, it'll be like 2 days of downtime again or so, and then it will release again. So the expected time for this is it's planned for launch on December the 7th, but the downtime will be the 5th and the 6th. So that is probably the estimate time. I'm guessing December the 7th might be the Monday morning on that 8th for chapter. Weird date, to be honest, but kind of exciting, and I'll keep you guys in the loop on what's going on with that. So yeah, that's the estimate release date, you know, so it's gonna be pretty cool. And if we are wrong, Hypex says here, the sources were never wrong about many things. If they're wrong, this time I'll take the blame, lol. Which is kind of funny because the Naruto stuff apparently was going to be a boss, and the hype really did get X'd. I'm only joking, you know, it wasn't really the end of the world. But I was really hyped for a boss Naruto, sadly we didn't get it. So fingers crossed, maybe in the future we do see some more bosses being added in. But that was my opinion on that. But kind of a funny little meme there with the hype X'd. But hopefully he's right and we could be seeing that. Obviously, leakers, it's only a leak, it's not 100% confirmed, it could be changed at any second, so that's what can happen with this stuff, so don't get your hype too high with everything. But yeah, back to the event talking before we jump into some more stuff which actually reveals new mechanics and stuff. We can see the event loading screen is going to be interesting. It looks like we're going to be in a team of 4, probably a team of 20 odd plus, similar to the event which we received for last season, which was the UFO stuff, which was crazy, where we were like in a big team running around the UFO. I think it'll be similar to that. And also, I do think we may see the Foundation during this event, and possibly even see his face behind the mask, which could be Dwayne Johnson. I think that would be a big, like, huge thing for the event. You know, if Fortnite did that, everyone would be talking about it, get the hype up for Chapter 3, Dwayne Johnson, like, appearing in the event would be so awesome. Not just as the Foundation, but as himself as well. Maybe he presses the button and his mask comes down to talk or something. Imagine how cool that would be, because he is the leader of the 7 from what we know, so that'd be pretty cool, and generally I'd love to see all of that take place. Now, before we jump onto the next screenshot, just a little side note for anyone: all of the items which were in the voting will be out in the season during the last week. That'll be Rift to Go, Combat SMG, and Boogie Bomb, and Proximity Launcher. These will all be added in the last week, including the mech as well, which is currently in the voting system. So if you didn't spend, or if you wasted your gold on stuff that never got added, don't worry, it's coming, guys. It's coming back, and it's going to be in for the last week. So you will be able to try out these new weapons that we've never tried before, and also see the return of others. That would be the Combat SMG is the only new one there. So kind of exciting stuff. So yeah, actually, is the Combat SMG new? I don't know if it is. I think it, not 100% sure if it is or not. So I'll keep you guys updated if it is or not. But yeah, kind of a cool one, and one that we'll keep in the loop again for that. So moving on to our next one. This is on the topic of Epic trolling people. So you can see Epic in the past have done this. For example, in the end of Chapter 1, a construction hut was built outside by the football pitch area. We never actually saw this get finished at all, and it's the same this season. The grotto water is being drained, and sadly, if it is going into Chapter 3, we'll probably never see the grotto again. Maybe we will at one point, but not just yet. So yeah, kind of an interesting point to look at. And probably the best little tease for you guys is this, the epic new teaser for the Grand Final, Grand Royale promo. And you can see here, this is going to be cool because we've got a really cool screenshot, and this really teases stuff as well. You can see inside of here, you've got a little preview of someone doing a slide where they're sliding on the floor. You've also got a little preview of possibly a new POI there in the back. It looks very similar to a Save the World Street. Reminds me of Tilted as well, but more of a Save the World Street with the different cars in the back. Now this could just be for the render, but I think sliding has been rumored for Chapter 3, and I do generally think that that would be a great addition for Chapter 3. So again, really, really cool stuff. I think generally everyone would love to see this in the game. So yeah, let's hope for it. And I think it worked quite well in Fortnite, you know, give more kind of like a combat style approach rather than all this building stuff. The slide would definitely be like corner to corner, and it might be quite cool to combo in with builds as well. You might be able to slide down your builds and stuff. Maybe even like a is it Dolphin Dive? I think the one from Black Ops 1 where you could kind of like sprint and dive. That was so awesome. So maybe something like that as well. Alright, this one here as well. So this is like a new concept which is being rumored all over the place, and I thought I'd put it in again. It's called Artemis, and this is the Chapter 3 map rumored. Again, can't confirm this, but if this is the Chapter 3 map, I think it's quite cool. I think a map like this would be unique. We've not yet received a map connecting different islands and points together. We've seen the river go through and stuff, but we've never really seen the maps connecting. And this, to me, would be awesome. You can see there's like a huge kind of preview of it with a huge description, which I'm not going to read through here, but you guys can read that on screen if you want to. And I think it's awesome just looking at different areas, and there's a lot of old POIs returning, but I don't know if Epic would do that. I feel like we just need a fresh start, just like we had with Chapter 2, with maybe like 3 or 4 old POIs, but not every single old POI, because that'd be too much. But I think, you know, like a nice fresh start, new ideas, new areas, new unique locations would definitely give a really cool vibe and really do sink in. You know, Chapter 2 really hadn't had that much map changes. We haven't received any huge biome changes. In Chapter 1, we received so many biome changes from like the lava and jungle area, we got the ice area, we even got the sand area, and they stayed throughout. Most of the stuff only come in for like one season, you know. There are huge changes. For example, the 0 point in that Season 5 was massive with all the sand and the sand tunneling and stuff. That was really unique and really cool, but it didn't stay, and that's something which Fortnite have done quite often. They bring in new stuff but then take it out straight away. That's the same with like all the POIs during the Season 2 stuff. That all got taken out. The only new major POI we really received, which really did terraform the area, would be that kind of Coral Castle, which is a cool POI. It's one of my favorite ones, but you know, I definitely do think that it would have been nicer to see more, if you get what I mean. We kind of kept with the same ones, and the POIs are really dried out this season as well. Like, you know, you go through, for example, Slurpee. It's trashed from the UFO abduction, and a lot of even like Frenzy Farm, where that used to be, Corny Complex, that's trashed as well from the UFO abduction. So a lot of it has been a little bit trash this season, so I'm looking forward to the map in Chapter 3. I generally think it would be amazing. Don't forget though, guys, my my Christmas release creative map, the food fight gameplay you can see in the background, is out. There aren't many players on it at the minute, so do kind of be hesitant of playing it. And if you do play it and you aren't in a lobby, don't worry about it, because it's not out like everywhere. Fortnite haven't put it on their kind of page or anything, but I am going to be submitting it for the Winterfest stuff. Fingers crossed it does get selected, and if it does get selected, then there will be more players on it, and if it doesn't, sadly, it's a little bit of a write-off, and I don't think many players would be playing it. I think it needs an active, consistent player base to be played. Unlike the fashion show, you can play it with 5 people, you can play it with 3 people. You know, that's what's really cool about that. But with this, I think you do generally need that consistency to actually have it running pretty smoothly. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and once again, this is Postbox Pat, signing out.